really a hard-fought win. And Coach Jeffries, first of all, welcome to the post-game show, and second of all, great effort by your girls in the second half. I mean, Darlington did what it had to do, being shorthanded, to keep this score low and to really keep it a possession-by-possession game. But you came out there in the third quarter, and Monica buried a couple of big shots for you guys, and it kind of seemed to get things flowing a little bit, as much as this game could flow, and they held on from there. Anything that was said at halftime in terms of trying to play through the way this game was played?
Well, we knew that we had to be a little bit more aggressive on offense. I thought we were standing a little bit in the first half, but again, you got to give them credit. They had a great game plan, and they came on, they played it. It's too bad when somebody gets hurt like that, but
both Jorgensen and Claire Scott down low, the high-low game really working for them. At times it seemed like 2-on-5, but their 2 for quite a good chunk of this ball game was pretty effective.
Yeah, Jorgensen, she's tough. I mean, she's tough to guard and keep out of the lane. She really likes to drill and penetrate. And I thought Claire Scott played a great game, and we had a couple of films on him, and that was really as aggressive as I saw her play in the post, and she did a great job. But the key in the second half was we picked it up on offense, but I think defensively, I can't say enough about Becca Champlin. She is our best on-ball defender, and she did a great job on Jorgensen. I mean, she limited the open looks that she was able to get, and she limited in the second half how much dribble penetration she could get. So I thought Becca did a great job, and then everybody just helped out. So it was a kind of a combination. We had to pick it up on offense. We had to get more aggressive. And being a young team, we're prone to have spurts where we stand around a little bit, and that happened tonight. But second half, we were able to pick it up and get it going again.
And I'm sure, when you're in the situation of Monica with one of the top freshmen in the area, but still, you're trying to, respect your place on your team, and it looked as though she was, ready to take over, but she kind of had to have that boost. And I guess when you're down a point at halftime and coming out in the second half, that's enough of a boost. And she really responded there in the third quarter.
Well, you always look for your best players to step up when you need them. And despite the fact that Monica's a freshman, I mean, she really, she's not your normal freshman. I mean, she from day one has been our leader. And as much as a freshman can lead you, I mean, she's done that. And Jasmine has really stepped up her game this year. I mean, she, for a couple years, was kind of in the background with the players we had, but this year she's really stepped up and she's really picked up her game. And when those two are flowing offensively, we're pretty tough to stop. And then it's just a matter of getting a couple other people to come along. Anna Nicolay hit a big shot for us, and Gabby made a big post. She was a little tentative at first, but then she finally decided to attack the rim inside. So. But yeah, Monica's, I guess you can't even use the freshman tag anymore.
No,
she's this deep in the season, but she stepped up, and the start of the third quarter was key, and she hit a couple of big shots to really get the offense jump started.
Yeah, you've promoted her now to at least the sophomore level. She's playing at times like a junior out there, but
well, no, I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I want 3 years of her.
You want 3 years of her, gotcha. No doubt, I would too.
So maybe freshman and 3/4 will put her up.
There you go. Well, you'll want her tomorrow, obviously, assuming the matchups with Deerfield. You guys have had a rivalry in non-conference play, and since you guys left the Eastern Suburban, but you won that non-conference matchup, yet get the 3rd seed, and now have a chance to show, whether you can do it again in the postseason. I guess if it is Deerfield tomorrow, what do you expect out of that game? What does your team have to do coming out of this game to advance back to the sectional where you were where you almost got to a year ago?
Well, I mean, very similar. I mean, they've got, with Kim Albrecht, they've got a player who really likes to dribble penetrate, and similar to Jorgensen tonight, he's an excellent shooter. That's a tough matchup for us, but again, I think in the first one, again, we stepped up defensively and had stops when we needed to. Obviously, it's a familiarity thing. I mean, we know each other really well, and it's going to come down to who makes the plays. And ironically, we've talked about all season how with a lot of high school games, it's you look for that one run that kind of determines the game. And tonight we were able to get that in the third quarter, and that's what you kind of look for. Although we did come back on it last time, so that was probably the game that kind of spearheaded our jump. I mean, we started 3-6, and been 10-4 since then. So I mean, that was kind of the game that spearheaded that jump. So we're just going to have to go in and play our gritty game and get after it.